They call him Seatin, the man of legends.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Warden Thrax guide. Now, Warden Thrax is the third boss in the Tier 2 raid Planebreaker Bastion, and in this video I'm going to be talking you through the fight, giving you some pro hints, tips, and advice on how to deal with various mechanics. Now, as you'll notice shortly after engaging the boss, the platform that you're actually fighting him on will chop and change. Only every other sort of outside segment will be up at one time. As you'll notice, there are a total of 10 outside segments, but only a maximum of 5 will be up at a time, and they will chop and change just like that. When a segment's about to retract or despawn, it's going to pulse a yellow bubble on it, and then shortly after that retract. If you're on it, you're basically going to fall off and then die and be totally unresable because you're going to be ported back to the main platform. So basically, if you get knocked off or fall off, you are going to be completely out of the fight. Now, mechanics-wise, the first thing you need to be aware of are chains. So people are going to get chained together. This means that a chain is going to be between these two people, and anyone that goes in between these two people is going to take a substantial amount of damage from the chains. So just to quickly go on to the mechanic that we're just seeing at the moment, at 70% and 35%, he casts something called Greater Tectonic Transference. Now, this mechanic means that he's going to beam 5 times in total. Now, you have to jump for the first 4 of these beams, and then as soon as you've landed after the 4th one, you strafe right and get off that. During this time, you don't want to be too eager to rush back into the middle. As you'll notice, there was a red bubble. I'll go over that mechanic one more time in a bit. You'll also notice the mechanic he's doing at the moment is called Rock Slide. Now, if you get caught in Rock Slide, you're going to be knocked off, so you basically just have to run around him. He's always going to run clockwise with that mechanic, and after he's done Rock Slide, what he's going to cast is a ability called Seismic Disturbance, which will knock you back. Now, whenever he's casting Rock Blast, basically the platforms that are up are about to despawn. It always goes this way. So when you're sort of running from Rock Blast and it's about to finish, you want to face back to a platform that's basically not there, because it will spawn in a second, and I'll sort of explain that in a bit more detail when it comes to it. So as you see, at the moment he's casting Rock Slide. What I did there was I tactically ran in, so I got knocked back, because if you get knocked back onto an existing platform, then it doesn't actually knock you off the platform, which is brilliant. And now I've positioned myself to a platform that's just spawned, knocked back, and I am completely safe. So another mechanic that he does is called Suppression, and you'll see these little beams that are floating down on sort of red AoEs. If you get hit by those, you'll take 8k damage a second, so you want to avoid them. They'll sort of chase random players. And as you can see, we're back to Greater Tectonic Transference again. We jump when you have the beam. Basically, to jump, all you need to do is press spacebar. So in this phase, you want to be mashing your easy DPS rotation, and whenever that beam comes, press spacebar. And then remember, after the 4th one, quickly strafe right or left. And I chose the wrong side, so I had to quickly interrupt my Nisses, which interrupting a Nisses, every cleric will know, is always a very sad thing. So that is pretty much it for the fights mechanics, guys. It does seem fairly straightforward. That's because it is straightforward, but the real thing that makes it hard is at 10% his enrage. So we're going to see that in a second. What you'll see is just another Rock Slide and a Seismic Disturbance there, got knocked back. So you can grasp a fairly good idea of the entire fight from this video. At 10%, what he's going to do is he's going to cast an ability called Execution. This means from this point you have 20 seconds to kill the boss before he does a one-shot mechanic that will wipe the entire raid. As you can see, he's just cast it. We have 3 people down currently at the moment, so it is going to be extremely, extremely tight. You've literally got to save every cooldown you have, because it's about 10 million to burn in this time period, and absolutely just give him everything you've got. This was the worst kill in the history of kills, because we died at exactly the same time that he died. I've never actually seen this before happen, so it was quite a unique bit of footage for the kill. But I hope you guys enjoyed the how-to video, learned a few things. I'm just going to sort of summarize these points in a short written guide as well that I'll attach with this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Any questions or anything, just feel free to leave them in the comments, and take care, guys.